Hello and welcome back to Man vs Film. I posted a video this week talking about Battle Royale, the 4K Arrow set that I picked up, and how I had mixed feelings about that purchase, which still sticks with me at the moment. And I wanted to really talk a little bit about some of the comments that were in there, and a lot of comments were kind of pasted towards don't be so negative, don't beat yourself up about buying these things, and you know, don't let a hobby get you down. And I said kind of wanted to come back and address these because I wasn't really, I'm happy to have bought that movie. It's a movie I love. Did I need everything else that came with it? Possibly not, but I wanted the two cuts. I am interested in checking out the second director's cut of Battle Royale 2, so it kind of leaned me towards buying it. If I was, say, in the middle a little bit, buying being here and not buying there, and I was right in the middle, it just kind of went to about that, and I purchased the film. Now, as for positivity and a little bit of negativity in the way I was talking, is I was a little bit conflicted. I find that these days as well, I see a lot of YouTubers, not all of them. There are people who are a little bit more restrained and a little bit more controlled and who just talk about the releases and are happy to have them. But there is some factions where they are over exuberant, overly happy, doing all kinds of videos just proclaiming like utter joy in receiving a title. And I'm a little bit dubious that these people are really delving into the product and enjoying the product. Now, if you're buying something and you're just going to throw it on a shelf and not watch it, which I used to do, hands up, I will fully admit that, it's just a waste of money. You kind of need to use the things that you have. So I kind of broke free of that mould as of January 2020. I've still got movies that I bought in the past that I need to go and watch at some point, which I shall, but I'm making sure that everything I get now is used. And I feel a lot of people are just buying stuff for a collection. They are at heart collectors, not film fanatics. They may like some films, but I think a lot of people are buying stuff because of a perceived prestige that comes with buying these things. Having the finances to go and buy all these limited editions, making a big song and dance about getting them. I don't think these things are intertwined with utter happiness or life affirming as the people make out to be. Ultimately, it's a hobby, it's a piece of entertainment. As long as it entertains you, it's doing its purpose. I don't see how painting everything as rosy is the best thing to do. I want to kind of be as honest as I possibly can. A lot of these videos are me just sitting down, turning the camera on and talking. There's no script, there's no precursor to it, no notes, nothing. I just have an idea of a topic and I sit down and start talking about it. I feel that's the best way to get these honest opinions out. Are people really over the moon happy that they're buying all these things? Is it filling a hole that's otherwise empty in their life? Something that, this kind of covers, almost papers over the cracks. I'm happy to buy titles. Sometimes I'm a little angry at myself because I feel like I need to buy these releases. Like I said, I do like Battle Royale. I just wish I had options. I wish I had a standard release at the same time as a limited edition so that I could look at them and choose. If that had happened with the Arrow Demons release, I would have went for the single releases because, one, the cases are far better. Amaray cases, or whatever cases they are now, are way better than that box set design, which I really don't like. And two, you got the Blu-rays with it as well as the UHDs. That for me would be a no-brainer. I would get that. If I knew that I could pick up Battle Royale UHD with both the theatrical and the director's cut in there, I may have gone for that. If I was saving myself £40, I would have went, yes, that's a perfectly great release. I would possibly have done that. I hate the fact that I feel that I need to have certain releases. when ultimately I realise that I don't, but there is a kind of psychological struggle going on within me that tells me that yes, I can look back at it, pragmatic about the whole situation, and go, I understand it's just a disc, it's just a movie. If I don't have it, nothing bad is going to happen. And on the other side, there's a little screaming voice going, just get it before it sells out. What happens if it sells out? The world keeps spinning, everything keeps going on, and I just don't have a title in my collection. It's one of those things, you know, I'm kind of joining FOMO here with other YouTubers, which I am not tackling anybody, just the YouTube, BlueTube community, where it feels as if having a title is the be all, end all of things, you know, and it's not. And I think it's okay to question our purchases and why we do things, and to have that little confliction, maybe even buyer's remorse after buying something and spending a lot of money on it. Ultimately, Battle Royale could turn out to be one of my favourite sets. I could devour the thing, go into it and just love every inch of it, and it could be amazing. I could go into it and realise that, you know what, I only really like the first movie. I'm going to get that in the score, and the rest of the rubbish is not really for me. That's for me to decide. But the way everything is portrayed on YouTube in general as being something that you need to have in your collection, something that's going to make everything perfect, I don't like that. I don't like that sentiment. I don't like the idea of that. I don't like the pressure that it puts on other people to feel that they need to get that release to be part of that kind of community. You don't, you know. What I like about my community is some people bought that release, some people didn't. Either way, the reasons were valid for them, and no pressure on it. I have misgivings about some of the online community at the moment, and the almost cultish nature that sometimes this feels like we're living in. You know, we're in a small kind of bubble. Anybody looking in from the outside must think that we're crazy, and there's a small chance that we possibly are. It's just bonkers. So I think my question to you is, or first statement, I am happy I bought Battle Royale. I do dislike certain aspects of my own self for wanting it as much as I did, but that's something for me to deal with and work through as well. The film's amazing. As for YouTubers, I want to know what you think about these overly positive, jumping on the screen, super hyper speaking, extremely fast, doing all the YouTubey thing. I personally am not a fan of that. It feels rather fake and rather formulaic and typical of these kind of channels and videos. I'll throw myself in with the mix as well, because I am a YouTuber as well, and of course this is not aimed at anybody in particular, and this is not, most definitely not, covering all the community, because there are standouts there, people who are just, well, you can tell that they're fanatical about film and want to talk about the movies themselves, not just the plastic that they come on. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this video, this topic. If it makes any sense to you, I will be amazed. I would love to know your opinion. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.